Have you ever woken up after a full night's sleep and still felt exhausted? Not a little tired. I mean heavy, foggy. Like your brain didn't fully boot up. You stretch, you yawn, you check the clock. 7, maybe 8 hours of sleep. So why does it feel like your body didn't actually rest? Here's the unsettling truth most people never hear. Sleep duration means almost nothing if you're not getting deep sleep. You can sleep 8 hours and still be running on empty. Meanwhile, someone else sleeps 6 hours and wakes up feeling sharp, calm, and focused. The difference isn't discipline, it's not genetics, and it's definitely not caffeine tolerance. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to increase deep sleep naturally without supplements, gadgets, or extreme routines. And once you understand this, you'll never look at sleep the same way again. Section 1. The sleep lie everyone believes. Let's start with a hard truth. Most people think sleep works like a charging phone. Plug in, wait long enough, wake up fully charged. But your brain doesn't work that way. Sleep is not one long state. It's a cycle. Light sleep, deep sleep. REM, repeat. And here's the part nobody tells you. Deep sleep only happens in small windows. Miss those windows, and no amount of extra sleep can make up for it. Deep sleep is when your brain clears toxic waste linked to brain fog and Alzheimer's, your muscles repair, your nervous system resets, your stress hormones drop. Without it, you wake up tired, anxious, and unmotivated, even if you slept enough. So the real question isn't how long you sleep, it's what is silently stealing your deep sleep every night? And the answer might surprise you. Section 2. The invisible thief of deep sleep. Most people blame phones, blue light, or caffeine. Those matter, but they're not the main problem. The biggest destroyer of deep sleep is something much quieter. Your nervous system going to bed in threat mode. Think about your day. Constant notifications, bad news, pressure to perform, unfinished tasks looping in your mind. Even when you lie down, your body doesn't feel safe enough to fully shut down. And here's the science behind it. When your brain senses unresolved stress, it keeps cortisol elevated. Cortisol and deep sleep are enemies. You can close your eyes, but your body stays alert, like a soldier sleeping with one eye open. That's why people who are mentally exhausted often wake up more tired than when they went to bed. And here's the part most people get wrong. They try to fix sleep at night. But deep sleep is actually decided hours before you go to bed. Let me explain. Section 3. The 90-minute rule that changes everything. Your brain doesn't just randomly enter deep sleep. It needs a drop in stimulation that begins long before your head hits the pillow. Researchers call this the pre-sleep descent, the gradual lowering of mental and sensory input. If you try to force sleep without this descent, your body resists. Think of it like slamming the brakes at full speed and expecting a smooth stop. Instead, deep sleep needs a runway. Here's the shocking part. You can improve deep sleep without changing your bedtime, simply by changing the 90 minutes before it. During that window, bright light suppresses melatonin, fast scrolling spikes dopamine, emotional content raises cortisol. Your brain gets confused. It thinks it's still daytime. So the fix isn't sleep earlier. It's signal safety to your nervous system, and the fastest way to do that isn't meditation or supplements. It's something much simpler, and almost nobody uses it correctly. Section 4. The 3-minute reset that signals safety. Before I tell you what it is, understand this. Your brain decides whether to enter deep sleep based on patterns, not intentions. You can't tell your body, okay, relax now. You have to show it. Here's the most effective method backed by neuroscience. A consistent, low-stimulation pre-sleep ritual that always ends the same way. Not a routine, a signal. For example, dimming lights in the same order, washing your face with warm water, sitting or lying down in the same position for 2 to 3 minutes, slow nasal breathing. This creates a neurological association. This sequence means it's safe to power down. Studies show that when this ritual is repeated nightly, the brain enters deep sleep faster and stays there longer, even if total sleep time doesn't change. But here's where most people mess up. They do everything right, and then ruin it with one small habit they think is harmless. Section 5, the one habit destroying deep sleep, even if you sleep early. You're lying in bed, lights off. comfortable than you think. I'll just check one thing. That one check reactivates your brain's dopamine-seeking loop. Even 5 minutes of scrolling resets your nervous system back to alert mode. But here's the twist most people don't know. It's not just the screen. It's the type of content. Fast-changing visuals, emotional triggers, novelty. These are the exact opposite of what the brain needs before deep sleep. Even reading intense news or replying to messages can undo 30 minutes of calming down. This is why some people can't sleep even after doing everything right. Their nervous system never gets closure. So what actually works? A mental off-ramp. Something that tells your brain there is nothing left to solve tonight. And this leads us to one of the most underrated techniques for deep sleep. Section 6, the cognitive closure technique. Your brain hates unfinished loops. That's why random thoughts hit you at night. Did I reply to that message? Did I forget something important? What if tomorrow goes wrong? Your brain isn't anxious. It's trying to protect you. The solution is not meditation. It's externalizing the loop. Here's how. Before bed, write down one thing you're worried about, one thing you'll do about it tomorrow, one thing that went well today. That's it. This simple act tells your brain, handled, no action needed tonight. Neuroscience studies show this lowers nighttime cortisol and increases slow-wave sleep, the deepest, most restorative stage. And once deep sleep improves, something strange happens. You start waking up before your alarm, not because you have to, but because your body is actually ready. Section 7. Why waking up refreshed feels so rare. Now modern life has trained us to ignore our natural sleep signals. Artificial light, irregular schedules, constant stimulation. So when deep sleep finally starts to recover, it feels almost unnatural at first. People report heavier dreams, deeper breathing, less desire to hit snooze, a strange sense of calm in the morning. This isn't coincidence. It's your nervous system returning to baseline. And here's the most powerful part. Once your deep sleep improves, everything else improves faster. Focus, mood, motivation, even self-control. Because deep sleep isn't rest, it's repair. Section 8, the real reason you've been tired all along. You were never lazy. You weren't unmotivated. You weren't broken. You were just running on a nervous system that never fully shut off. And no amount of discipline can replace deep restorative sleep. The goal isn't to sleep more, it's to sleep deeper. And that starts by respecting how your brain actually works. Not forcing it, not fighting it, and not overstimulating it right before rest. Tonight, try this. Lower the lights earlier. End the day the same way every time. Give your mind a clear off switch, not because it's trendy, but because your brain has been asking for it all along. If this made you rethink your sleep even a little, sit with that tonight. Notice what changes when you stop fighting your brain and start working with it. And if you want more deep, science-backed breakdowns like this, you already know what to do. Your sleep tonight might be the first real rest you've had in years.